I'm King 5 meteorologist Rich Marriott, and it's been a pretty exciting morning for parts of the Sound today. We got a pretty good shot of snow, which fell on top of some ice already, so it made for a very slippery commute. Right now we are in kind of a break. You can see there in the Doppler radar with not a whole lot going on. We're seeing even some sunshine begin to break out, but you can see that next band starting to push its way up, and that is going to be spreading probably a rain-snow mix in. Unlike the system this morning, we're going to be at warmer temperatures, so the snow levels will probably be above about 800 feet, it looks like, so should be in pretty good shape overall. We're going to be looking for that to not do quite as much damage as what the one did this morning. If we take a look at this morning, in fact, and we kind of move through that slowly, you can see as we put the radar over the map that you can see this is about 10 o'clock last night. We see a band kind of move up from the south through the Kitsap Peninsula, and it's actually producing a fair amount of rain and snow there, but temperatures are in the mid-30s. It's not that cold at that point, and you can see as it moves on through, not a whole lot happens there as it moves through the northern Kitsap. That next one you see down there moving through Olympia, not all that intense, but once it passes Olympia, you can see that dark blue, which is heavier snow, starting to expand, and then as it passes through Federal Way, the intensity increases. It's going to have the effect, one, of cooling the atmosphere and that heavier precipitation. It drags those snow levels down, so they've dragged them down to sea level as that moves through the Seattle area. See right there in the Central Sound, maximum intensity, bringing it all the way down to sea level. You could see snow accumulating on the edge of Puget Sound. As that moved on through there, it dumped all that snow from about Federal Way up there towards the King County line, and then continued to march its way northward up into the Cascades. And it was just almost a perfect storm that you brought everything together to bring out that couple of inches of snow, which wouldn't be that bad a problem by itself, but again, it was falling on roads that were already icy this morning. Take a look out this morning, and also rooftops that were icy. You can see we've got a lot of snow there around Everett on the rooftops and on the roads for that matter. In Tacoma, actually seeing a little bit of sunshine trying to break out there, which is good and bad. It'll be good for the afternoon commuters. It'll melt a lot of that snow and ice, but it's going to make for wet roads so that when it does cool overnight tonight, we're going to be dealing with more ice and probably some new snow. Checking that first alert 7-day forecast, you can see it's first alert weather today and tomorrow. That's going to be until later tomorrow morning as we start to melt that ice out. But tomorrow morning, you can see temperatures drop well below freezing. Seattle getting down to 27, so even colder in the outlying spots. So it's going to refreeze a whole bunch of that. We'll only have a few flurries around on Thursday and Friday, but Friday morning you see the temperatures even colder, mid-20s around Seattle, colder in the outlying areas, an indication that skies do clear Thursday night into Friday morning. So we could have some widespread ice again on Friday, but the overnight lows do moderate as we head into the weekend. So it's first alert weather day right now until Thursday morning. We're going to reevaluate that and probably extend it to 10 a.m. on Friday morning. But today was basically the snow over the ice this morning, and then we'll start to see that snow develop later on this evening, starting as mixed snow and rain. And then for tomorrow, it's going to probably be widespread ice is going to be the problem. Some of that with snow on top of it and affecting pretty much all of western Washington. Weather Service has a winter weather advisory out basically for all the lowlands of western Washington through 10 a.m. tomorrow for those same reasons. Checking the satellite image, you can see that next band pushing its way in. It's a lot more substantial than the one that we had moved through this morning, but it's going to be more spread out and it's going to kind of rotate through. We're going to be seeing it probably continue to precipitate till the early hours tomorrow. Before sunrise tomorrow, it should stop, but it will be turning gradually to snow all the way down to probably near sea level as we get past sunset tonight, and those overnight temperatures begin to fall. So we could pick another trace to 2 inches, but it might be spread out over a little bit longer period. But again, it looks like a challenging morning commute headed our way. Checking the computer model, you can see as we start out early this morning that we're just starting to see the edge of that kind of snow. We should see some light snow in Olympia here pretty quickly, but it begins to let up. It picks up just a little bit, but you can see it begins to turn to those pinks. Some warmer air is going to move in. It's going to turn to mixed rain and snow over the area from Seattle southward. To the north, you're seeing a little bit of a rain shadow from that incoming system, so nothing going on there. But then as we head towards the overnight hours, you can see right there over the Central Sound, it does turn to snow, maybe back to mixed snow and rain right by the Sound, but you see over there on the east side of the lake and out towards the Cascades, it's coming down as nothing but snow at that point on through tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow we finally dry out and, as I said, also warm up a little bit, and we will be looking for things to probably end up being a little on the icy side for tomorrow morning. Take a look at the snow totals. You can see between noon today and as we head towards the middle part of the day or the evening, we are not picking up much during the afternoon, just a few tenths of an inch. It'll be spotty. I don't think anything's going to stick in the lowlands. A little bit once you get up towards the Cascades. Then overnight tonight, we will see that snow come up. Not a lot, again, like this morning, anywhere from about half an inch to maybe as much as 3 inches or a little bit better as you get up into the foothill areas. But again, that is going to be falling onto ice in a lot of places, and it will be refreezing. It'll fall as wet snow and refreeze with those colder temperatures to start off the day. So all in all, looks like it's going to be a couple of days with some tough commuting, especially in the mornings. Up at the passes, pretty looking day there at Snoqualmie. The passes didn't get much out of that system this morning, generally less than an inch of snow out of that. It wasn't a favorable pattern for them. And checking the forecast for up at Snoqualmie Pass, they will see some snow showers from this approaching system. And generally in the mountains, we're looking for between now and tomorrow morning, maybe about 2 to 4 inches of new snow. So there will be some fresh snow surfaces out there. Traction tires advised for Snoqualmie Pass, also advised for Stevens Pass. You can see some compact snow on the roads. And forecast for Stevens also calls for some snow moving in there. They'll be in that same 2 to 4 inch range, it looks like. And checking the extended forecast. So for today, we're going to see kind of that rain-snow mix moving in this afternoon, turning to snow later on tonight once we cool down enough. Looks like that will continue into past midnight most likely, and then we'll see that kind of let up, but we may see some clearing, which is going to allow everything to freeze up once again with ice for that morning commute. And again, that could extend into Friday morning, so we'll probably be extending that first order weather to include Friday through probably late morning as well. Otherwise, we're only looking for a few flurries out of the skies on Friday. As we hit the weekend, we'll be brushed by some weak systems that are going to just give us a few mixed rain and snow showers. And also warmer temperatures, highs near 40, overnight lows, upper 20s and low 30s, kind of the warmest we've seen for a little while. So not looking for any problems over the weekend. Some flurries on Monday, it looks like, shouldn't amount to anything, but increasing rain or snow as we head into Tuesday. And it looks like those temperatures are going to be remaining cool through midweek, but then we gradually see a little bit of warming as we head towards Valentine's Day and the following weekend. So after a very boring January, February has more than made up for it already in less than in 5 days. It does look like we'll be suffering from that probably through the middle part of the week next week, and then maybe we'll see a little bit warmer pattern develop beyond that. So be safe out there, be ready for a tough commute as you head towards tomorrow morning and maybe again on Friday morning. Be sure and tune into King 5 News for both the mornings and the evenings to get the latest weather forecasts.